Who says that? Kendrick. Kendrick says that. Only Kendrick would say, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Salem Coven members who are seeing this first. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And if you haven't already connected with me over on Patreon, it's completely free. You'll still get some perks. I'll occasionally drop a YouTube video there early or make a video that was previously only accessible for the Salem Coven members, accessible for everyone. If YouTube ever takes down a video after I post it, it will be available for free on Patreon, plus it's ad-free. However, if you are interested, you can join the Salem Coven members who get early access to all my content. They're usually about 6 to 8 weeks ahead of YouTube, and they also get a lot of exclusive content, things that I either can't put on YouTube or I have to blur for YouTube, things like live streams, official music videos, documentaries, requested live performances, interviews, concerts. They also get more weigh-in on what I do next and more voting privileges, things like that. All the information will be in the description below. Gonna do a few more Kendrick features. I think I have 3 of them. I don't know if these are in chronological order. I didn't do that. I'm just gonna leave it. I have already got one up. The first one is Conrad Tokyo by A Tribe Called Quest, featuring Jack White and Kendrick Lamar. That's a hotel, right? No, right? Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. I was like, I swear that's what that is. Okay, I think only one of the songs in this video have a music video, and I'll do that at the end. So. I like that.
Conrad Tokyo, Sparrow, Pistachio, just done national. Dog is off sabbatical. Rather watch an exigent. Politician, CNN and all this shit. Guanyo, over the fuckery. Trump and an SNL hilarity. Troublesome times, kid. No time for comedy. Blood clot you doing. Bullshit just spewing. As if this country ain't already ruined. Everybody's mumbling, fumbling, swearing they're the greatest. Online they debate us. If we get for them, we're haters. We ended our hiatus. The dogs looking for food. The nucleus is here now.
Ooh. When was this? November 11th, 2019. I mean, 2019, Jesus. November 11th, 2016. Damn. God, coming across these songs, it just, every time I'm like, the fact that we're here again. Like, all of the songs that we've explored that this topic comes up, it's so frustrating, it's so disheartening, it's gut-wrenching to see how much worse it could become. Ooh. Sapporo Pistachio. Is that a... I thought that was a place. Japan? It is, but why pistachio? Oh, it's also popular Japanese beer that is often served with pistachios. Oh, okay. Just unmash a show. Dog is on a sabbatical. So it's interesting to talk about that because I guess it's kind of like lifestyle differences, like socioeconomic division, or maybe even like acknowledging one's own success. A Tribe Called Quest, I don't know what their backgrounds are. I don't know, how they grew up or anything like that. So I don't know if that's meant to be in relation to themselves or if it's meant to kind of highlight socioeconomic differences of people like Trump kind of thing, or if it's meant to be about themselves and maybe like the success and fame that they've found. But depending on how they grew up, maybe they grew up differently, maybe having like complex feelings about being able to have this success and stuff, but maybe being different from where you came from. I don't know enough about them to know what that's meant to kind of be, but maybe we'll figure out when we have more. Politicians, politics, CNN, and all this shit. Oof. I love the move with the fuckery. Trump in an SNL hilarity. Troublesome times, kid. No times for comedy. Bullshit you spewing. As if this country ain't already ruined. And look at what he's mumbling, fumbling. God, isn't that the truth? That's only gotten so much worse. Swearing they're the greatest. Online, they debate us. If we're different, then we're haters. We end our hiatus. The dog's looking for food. The nucleus is here now. Oof. Preach.
Toleration for devastation, got a hunger for sin. Every nation, abomination, let the coroner in. Looking faces, red and blue laces for the color of men. Just embrace it and die alone, song of revelation. Reverence and cattle's racing, devils and demons and Deuteronomy. Fumigate all economy, illuminate broken dreams and manifest all insanity. Look around, sayonara tomorrow, it's just blood on the ground. 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 Sayonara tomorrow, it's just blood on the ground.
I like how it's I love that it ends with the nucleus is here now, at least the way I'm picturing it. It's not only trying to highlight like the positive messaging it's trying to convey and like highlight the issues of the first verse, but then also highlighting that everything to come for the rest of the song is a part of that positive energy, positive charge, if you will. I really like that. I know there's something about like that kind of being the bridge between the two verses I think is cool. Toleration for devastation, got a hunger for sin. Sometimes he just says these like, and it's like, how do you summarize something that succinctly as a chronic overspeaker who has an inability to self-edit themselves? That is such a foreign concept to me. It's not even funny. I wish I was better at that. I wish I could convey thoughts in a more cohesive, structured way and not so free-flowing. And that's just not how my brain works. My brain bounces. I know that that is not always the most easy to understand as a listener, unless your brain kind of works like that too, or you've been around people whose brains work like that too, and you're more like used to it. It doesn't always make sense to other people, or, you know, often people will have a frustration with, you know, not getting to the point or feeling like, why did you need to tell me this backstory? But it's like, for me, I'm so often used to people not following the train of thought that I feel like I have to preface things. It's also that like I anticipate based on previous interactions, the things that people will dismiss about what I'm going to say, or that will, you know, come up as questions. I'm trying to address those things first to try to like convey things better. But I know that that's not always, you know, the easiest to follow. As I just rambled about the fact that I cannot be succinct, you get the point, right? Like, so to be able to summarize things in like these lines like he can just blows my mind. Toleration for devastation, got a hunger for sin. If that doesn't kind of explain so much of what the racist ideology, xenophobic ideology, the bigotry, clinging to the patriarchy, the hypocrisy from the hatred of weaponized religion to further your like political agendas, the hoarding of wealth. Like, I mean, like the list goes on, right? But when you think about what so much of that, you know, what that movement really like ends up embodying and standing for is that hatred for anything that's different, anything that they don't understand, anything that, you know, they deem wrong. And I think it's so poignant because that movement is so hypocritical in its nature with the weaponization of religion, in particular like Christianity, to essentially justify its hatred. The devastation that you cause with your harmful rhetoric, with the types of things that you want to do to people, other countries. I mean, the list goes on, right? and got a hunger for sin. The same people who use that as their moral grandstanding to say that they hunger for that sin because of the hypocritical nature is like, it's just to me, it's just a brilliant line. Every nation, abomination, let the coroner in. I take that line like two ways. Every nation is a problem, including the US. Let the coroner in. But you can also take it as every nation outside of the US, that movement has an issue with to a certain extent, right? They're so focused on the America's the only thing, the great, whatever. They treat other nations as abominations, and their actions on the world stage can have such devastating consequences to human life across the world. And that's just like in today, present day. That's not even including in the establishment of the country, nor the colonization that happened in other places throughout America's history, right? So you could kind of take it either way. Wow. Crooked faces, red and blue laces for the color of men. And again, like you can look at that as red and blue as in the two-party system, which again, founding fathers never wanted a two-party system for this exact reason, but that's neither here nor there. But you can also think of it as, gang colors, and Kendrick's done that before. Just embrace it and die alone, Song of Revelations. I look at that and I'm like, that's what's easy. It's not easy to stand in opposition of things, you know what I mean? And saying that, just embrace it and die alone. This may not be exactly what he's trying to say, but to me, I kind of take that as like that idea of being so focused on the individual in our culture in the United States and not seeing the broader ramifications and seeing the community aspect and being so hyper-focused on the me, and not realizing how helping the greater society will ultimately improve everyone's life. But there's so much greed and hatred and bigotry and racism and all of these things, you're not seeing it. And so just that idea of like, well, just embrace it. Like, don't go with the flow. Don't stand in opposition. Die alone instead of being in community. Again, using that religious imagery. And maybe there's a different way I'm supposed to interpret that, but I don't know. That's just kind of the first thing I thought of. And also just the idea of like acting like that's what Revelations says, saying the same movement that uses religion, Christian nationalist point of view, often weaponizes these words in a Bible to support their hatred and their bigotry, and it's actually in direct opposition. Like, it's like that idea of if Jesus were to arrive today, that group of people would not have let him in. You know what I mean? Again, calling out that hypocrisy and that, honestly, blasphemy, what they're convoluting in order to support their own endeavors. Reverends and cattle's racing. I don't know if that's meant to be like religion versus, or if it's supposed to be like more kind of like apocalyptic-y. Look, I'm not really sure, to be honest, on how I'm supposed to interpret that line. But then I do love the devils and demons and Deuteronomy, again, putting these two things together, because that is essentially what you've done. Again, furthering what I just talked about, this taking on and showing how ridiculous the ideas of this movement versus the actual text. One of my favorites, though, fumigate our economy, illuminate broken dreams. We have to fumigate. We have to get rid of it. We have to, purge, purify, get this negative out to be able to get to that, nucleus messaging, that positive messaging, illuminating the broken dreams. This is supposed to be like the land of the free, place of the dreamers and all this stuff. And then it's like, you see how people are treated. I just really love the fumigate our economy. And again, also showing the difference between like, the socioeconomic class divide, which has only gotten worse, and manifest all insanity. Yeah. It's like everything that you're focusing on, everything that you're doing, it's insanity. That's how I take that. This is really interesting about the look around, sayonara tomorrow. It's just blood on the ground. And my favorite thing about that is that sayonara is not, how like words, I may have actually talked about this in my Sabrina Carpenter video. Now that I think about it, I may have talked about this then. If I didn't, I'm upset I didn't. I feel like I might have. But anyways, in different languages, there's not always like a perfect direct translation, or even if there is a translation of the word, it's the meaning behind it that's different. So like sayonara is, goodbye, farewell, but the connotation is different than it is in English. Like it's weighted differently, I guess is the best way to say it. There's a heaviness, or maybe not, I don't know if heaviness is the right word, but I think the best way for me to explain it is like weight. Like it's got more weight to it than, we can say goodbye or farewell or bye or whatever. And that can be like the end of a conversation. You're running to the store. Hey, bye, like I'm headed to the store. But I'm pretty sure sayonara, it's not a term I think you would use as like casually. I think there's a different word for saying like bye for a short period of time versus I won't see you maybe ever, is my understanding. I feel like I should look that up because like I feel like that's a hold on, sayonara, because I want to make sure I'm not wrong about that, right? Again, remember how I talked about not being able to say things succinctly? Perfect example. This says it so much better. Okay, so it widely translates to goodbye or farewell. However, it is deeply nuanced and carries a distinct sense of finality, often implying separation will be long-term or permanent. Why couldn't my brain just spit that out? Anyways, sometimes my brain, you could just take it at the surface level of like, they're just using sayonara as a way to further that Japanese influence that you've seen through it of like Conrad Tokyo and the Sapporo and, all of that. Yeah, of course, it could just be that. But it could be the deeper layer of saying like, look around, tomorrow could be the end and it's just blood on the ground. And thinking about that in relation to the religious imagery that you've seen, as well as the like, political and cultural themes throughout the song, the minimizing of people, the violence that occurs because of the actions and policies and systemic issues that continue to be perpetuated, really like powerful line. The surface may not look like that crazy, but like actually has such weight to it. And I like how it almost sounds like out somewhere, or a hotel bar area, and you're kind of off from it, like you're kind of like by yourself. So the chatter sounds further away with the Conrad Tokyo, like the way it's kind of moving and how it's further back in the mix. I like this. I hate when it does that. Lighthearted in comparison to the topics you're exploring. I like that juxtaposition. And it almost sounds like this isn't meant to be negative, but in a way it does kind of sound like, like a good live band, but like an upscale jazzy bar that you might find attached to like a luxury hotel or something. You know what I mean? It kind of has that sound to it a little bit. What? What? I wonder if that transitions, or is that... I was not expecting that. That was a really cool ending. I hate that I'm all smiling after the topics that were discussed, but like, that was cool. I wonder if that goes into something like that would be a cool transition. Oh, I liked that. Next up is Holy Key, which is DJ Khaled featuring Betty Wright, Big Sean. Oh my God, I can't talk. Hold on. Coughing attack about to happen. I'm so tired of coughing. Featuring Betty Wright, Big Sean, and Kendrick. I love how this is like Kendrick features video, and I could not say that. We're doing great.
This is doing what I gotta do. What up, though?
I love his voice. I don't know why. There's just something about it. I don't know if it's just because it's like nostalgic, because it kind of reminds me of like youth. I sound so old. Youth. It reminds me of youth. But it does. I don't know if it's that, but like I don't think I've heard that much Big Sean. Probably more than I think though, now that I think about it. And there's a couple of songs that like I listen to a lot. Regardless, I mean, I think that maybe has a part to play, but I don't know. I like his voice. There's something about it. And like, I know his ad libs, like, or his, I don't know if that's the right terminology. Y'all know I'm not good on that, but like inflections, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Like I act like I know what I'm talking about.
We the best music. I guess I'm on my dash. What that mean? I'ma go. DJ Khaled. Straight up. Late nights mixed with early days. It'll probably be that way until the pearly gates. Stress weighing on me, they want me to nervous break. These hoes throwing fake love when I prefer to hate, man. At least if you real, then I have to respect it. Realize the energy you give is what you manifest. So understand we positive as could be. The vision is still intact. The show is fresh out of seats. Boy, it's never going south unless we down in South Beach. Khaled on the jet skis, preaching what you believe in. Everything fast up the food. Watch what we eating. If it add a couple years to our life, then we might go vegan. Whoa, I hear a little bit of me and all your favorite rappers. You know it's true. I need respect, dude. Not related. Either way, I'ma take it just like it's taxes. No wonder I'm on fire. I done been to hell and back. Lately I've been living.
Am I listening to like a not explicit version? Because what? That's the only one that comes up. Major key. Let me look up the album. Okay, here's the explicit version. Holy key. Okay. I'm sorry. I was like, what?
These hoes showing fake love when I prefer to hate, man. At least if you real, then I have to respect it. Realize the energy you give is what you manifest. So understand we positive as could be. The vision is still intact. The show is fresh out of seats. Boy, it's never going south unless we down in South Beach. Khaled on the jet skis, preaching what you believe in. Everything fast up the food. Watch what we eating. If it add a couple years to our life, then we might go vegan. Whoa, I hear a little bit of me and all your favorite rappers. You know it's true, bitch. I need respect, dude. Not related. Either way, I'ma take it just like it's fucking taxes. No wonder I'm on fire. I done been to hell and back, bitch. Lately I've been living life in detachment. I practice 7 spiritual laws and cut off distractions. We've been all in the Hollywood Hills and never been acting Detroit. Gave me an accent in Christ. Gave me his passion, Father help us. Police doing target practice with real bodies. Mamas in the street crying, standing over a still body. Niggas overstressing, we under investigation. Every day off to the races. Can't fuck with you if you racist. Beat your ass until you purple. They can't even tell what your race is. Dr. King, Dr. Dre, so this doctor lost all his patience. How you tied up in the basement with you and your partner facing adjacent until you deposit payment of reparations. If you shoot me, then you gotta deal with a holy me and feel like I'm finally free and unlock my spirit with the holy key. Holy key. Holy key.
Damn. I did the way it went from into that, like, damn. Also, listen, before we talk about the serious issues, I need to talk about this album cover. This is like, I'm laughing. First of all, this is beautiful. The florals in this shot. Hold on. Let me let me put it on the screen. The florals, I just want that printed out, just the florals. Like, that's stunning. This is not a judgment. It just kind of cracks me up. It's so extra. I love it. Like, I just love that that's your album cover. I don't know why we're in this like floral garden paradise with our, is he a Leo? There's the throne. Like, are we saying like King of the Jungle? I don't really know why we have the things we have in this shot, but it's so pretty and like extra. It's so colorful. I love it. Meow. Meow. Oh. Hi, Fanny Ding Ding. Do a little lemur cat. You kind of look like a little baby lemur. You have lemur eyes. You had lemur energy. No? You don't want pets? I don't know what you want. Meow. Baby, I can't open that. I'm filming. I opened it for you for like a good hour in between filming videos. Okay, maybe just a little. He wants to watch his birds. Anyways, I really want to know why there's a lion. I'm sure there's a different reason, but I'd be very interested to know. He's not a Leo. I just wanted to know. I think he's a Virgo. Okay, anyways, not the point. Straight up late nights mixed with early days. It'll probably be that way till the pearly gates. Stress weighing on me. They want me to nervous break. I like that. I love that too because it's like, obviously it's nervous breakdown, but like nervous break also makes me think of just the fact that you say it as break, which I'm sure fits with the rhyme scheme, but it does also make me think of like break as in just stop. They want you to stop. They don't want you to succeed kind of energy too. I love these hosts showing fake love when I prefer the hate. Sheesh, at least if you real, then I have to respect it. It's like, I would rather you just be honest. That for me, I can't. The like placating, phony aspect. I'm not talking about general politeness. You don't have to be an asshole, but you don't have to be fake to me. I don't need that from anybody. I would rather you just be open and honest. You don't have to like me. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not going to be everyone's like favorite person. Oh, I thought that was another cat. I mean, I would rather you either just be indifferent towards me or show that you don't like me. That's fine. But don't be phony to me because like, for why? Realize the energy you give is what you manifest. I'd rather you be honest and be a hater, but also remember that energy that you put out there, being a hater is not gonna attract you good things. Love that. Just let that shit go. I don't know how you can spend so much time hating other people or worrying about other people. Like, I can't imagine having that much time that I want to spend my time doing that. So understand, we positive as could be, the vision is still intact. The show is fresh out of the seats. Because of the energy I put out, I'm reaping those benefits and rewards. Boy, it's never going down south lest we going down at South Beach. I love it. Khaled on the jet skis, preaching what you believe in. That's funny. Except everything. Also, wasn't there like a video of him? Like, for some reason, I just have like a flash of a video of him on a jet ski for something. Am I making that up? Hold on. I want to... DJ Khaled. Okay, wait. I think wait. Yeah, I think this is the one I'm thinking of when he got like lost on a jet ski. I don't know that that's what he's talking about, but that is funny. That's what popped to my head. I was like, I feel like I saw a video of him on a jet ski. Everything's fast up the food. We watch what we eat. If it'll add a couple years to our life, we might go vegan. I love that. Whoa, I hear a little bit of me and all your favorite rappers. You know it's true, bitch. I need respect, dude. Now or later. Either way, I'm gonna take it just like it's fucking taxes. True. No wonder I'm on fire. I done been to hell and back, bitch. Love that. Lately, I've been living life in detachment. I practice 7 spiritual laws and cut off distractions. Love it. Again, like our energy, our karma, like all of the things that's like, I'm not going to focus my energy on negativity. We all been in Hollywood and never been acting. Detroit gave me an accent and Christ gave me his passion. Then we get to switch into this. Father help us, police doing target practice with real bodies. Mamas in the street crying, standing over still body. Overstressing, we under... Bye, Fang Fang. He said, I'm done with bird watching. Peasant. That was the energy. Not really. He doesn't have as much sass as Salem does. Or Dobby. Overstressing, we under investigation. Every day off to the races. Can't fuck with you if you racist. Beat your ass until you purple. They can't even tell what your race is. God. Just like this whole thing with like police brutality, and it just... Dr. King meet Dr. Dre, except this doctor lost all his patients. Except this doctor who's speaking right now has lost all his patients. And it's spelled patience like, you know, you have patience, but just the fact that it can be, what is that, homophone? Right? Where it could be patience, like a doctor has their patients. Systemic violence and brutality, it's pushing people into wanting to take further action of violence because you're inflicting harm and violence upon people of color, but especially Black men. And then you're expecting people to have, you know, to just not be upset about that, to not want to protect themselves, to not want to act out against that. And him saying like, this doctor's lost all his patients, you know, it's making me want to, you know, have you tied up in your partner with you and your partner, I'm assuming like police partner, facing adjacent until you deposit payment or reparations for the harm that you've caused. And then also, obviously, the bigger aspect of that of just how the United States in general has treated people of color, especially Black people. The idea of reparations from literally enslaving. So just like to have it laid out like that, you know, kind of tying back to not only today's modern brutality and the violence that's occurring, but also, you know, never forget that this country is literally created from a genocide of indigenous people, all the harm that was caused, and then was further built as a country with the enslavement of Black people. That being the foundational aspect of the country, connecting that to today's modern police violence. Even in today, after all this time, we're still not treating people equally and fairly. But this, if you shoot me, then you got to deal with a holy me. Yes, in the sense of holy as in at those pearly gates, I am a holy version of myself in this afterlife, but also just the wordplay of the image of like shooting and causing actual physical holes in a body. The image that is, wow. I feel like I'm finally free and unlock my spirit with the holy key. Ooh.
It feel like I'm finally free and unlock my spirit with the holy key. Holy key.
And I'ma celebrate it for a long time. They tried but couldn't break me, now it's all mine. Surrounded by my angels and we all shine. Holy, 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 holy king. And I'ma celebrate it for a long time. They tried but couldn't break me, now it's all mine. Surrounded by my angels and we all shine. Holy, 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 holy king. Everything I touch may disintegrate into dust. Everything I trust may dishonor me in disgust. Come on. Everything is everything. Alpha Davis and wedding rings. Out for blood on my higher horse. I report what it was. I don't wear crosses no more. Yasha was coming back. I ain't scared of losses no more. I see life in that. I don't resonate with the concept of love and hate. Cause your perspective is less effective and rather fake. The universe and the heavens work in my DNA. Kendrick said, fuck Mother Earth. That's PSA. The land of the wicked, the foundation of Lucifer's spirit. Walking zombies and spell catchers, I pray for forgiveness. Uncle Bobby and Paul June is lost again. The underworld and the fourth dimension my family's in. The big money, the fast cars my life produced. The blacks I connected while rebuilding this Rubik's Cube. So what you look up to? Fame and fortune, bitches, Porsche sources with designer thing. Brand endorsement, joining forces with sorcerer signing me. Law enforcement that forces us, tortures us with violent speed. Fuck your boss's employment, my joy is to see how you bleed. Two new voices with choices of color, my desire need. Grabbing oyster with gorgeous abortions, I require thee. Flesh and poison, the boy is the reason you won't die in peace. Open door for my boy, now they eating, we say finally. I destroy and divorce what you eating, don't you hire me. Take recording hear my voice isn't tweaking. Let's play hide and seek. More distortion than forfeit this evening. You should try at least. I'm restoring the portrait of feasting, nigga. I am beast. I don't like to sleep. I'm up like Coyote. I might OD. Hair like ODB. I'm off for higher need. Khaled is valid. I've been looking for inspiration. But when you the holy king, you the only one in the matrix.
It just kept going. And I was like, Kendrick, if I may. No, never mind. I'll just sit back. Damn. Well, I loved the Betty Wright. I'm assuming that's who was singing that part. Loved that I'm a celebrate for a long time. They tried, but they couldn't break me. Now it's all mine. Surrounded by my angels and we all shine. I love that. Holy, holy, holy key. Okay, Kendrick, let's talk about all that. I don't, jeez Louise. I don't even know where to begin. Well, I mean, I guess we're going to start at the beginning, but still. Everything I touch may disintegrate into dust. That kind of gives the energy of like, nothing is forever. It also, I don't know why, it kind of gives me the energy of like, even if things go bad, I need to be in alignment with like my own values, morals, ethics. That may be not exactly what it was supposed to be saying, but for some reason, that's kind of what it evokes for me. Everything I trust may dishonor me in disgust. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to take that line. Everything I trust may dishonor me in disgust. That feels pointed, but I don't know if it's like everything I trust in may not trust in me, but that's okay. He's meaning that more like the thing that we're supposed to trust in, whether that be like, you're supposed to be able to trust in the police, like for protection, but like we know how that often doesn't apply to a black man. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to take it that way. I don't know. How am I supposed to take that line? Someone give me your thoughts on that. Everything is everything. Affidavits and wedding. Or are we kind of talking more like temptations? Everything I touch may disintegrate into dust. Like everything I touch turns into gold. That sort of energy. So are we talking about more like temptations? Like everything I trust in, materialistic things or lust? Like because like everything is everything, affidavits and wedding rings. I mean, affidavits don't have to be bad. Ultimately, an affidavit is just a sworn statement. It doesn't have to be, like you can do a sworn statement in regards to a marriage license is technically, like it's a sworn statement that you're, going into this union, whatever. But I think you could take it as like affidavits, more negative, like thinking about it, a testimony type of thing. And then wedding rings, like both of those, for it to be recognized in the eyes of the law, like there is a government component to it. So maybe it's like wedding rings, courthouse aspect of it, and affidavits, like more of like a crime. So showing those two things, I don't know if that's really how I'm supposed to be taking that. I love the out for blood on my higher horse. I report what it was. Damn. I like this. I don't wear crosses no more. Yahshua's coming back. I don't need to do the things that's like performative to still believe in what I believe in. I ain't scared of losses no more. I see life in that. I mean, it's like there's the religious imagery of it with the, Yahshua's coming back, resurrection, but then also, that like I trust in myself as well. Know that there's going to be ups and downs, kind of going back into what Big Sean was saying about being in alignment and manifesting good things. And knowing that energy you put out into the world. So it's like, even if I stumble or I fall, it's always going to come back around. I don't resonate with the concept of love and hate because your perspective is less effective and rather fake. And I love that with the love and hate connecting back to Big Sean's verse too about I'd rather you just like, if you need to be a hate, and him saying like, yeah, like I don't resonate with the concept of love or hate. Like, you can love me, you can hate me, whatever. Most of the time you're being fake anyways. You're phony when you're saying, oh, I love you. And you're also phony when you're like, I hate you. There's no reason you should hate me. That kind of energy. I love the universe and the heavens work in my DNA. Again, connecting back to I don't have to have these performative things, but I also love this. When did this come out? Oh, 2016. Okay. Yeah. So to have the DNA in there, anytime we get Kendrick with DNA and the whole damn of it all, love. Kendrick said, fuck Mother Earth. That's a PSA. Okay, Kendrick. I think he more means that as a higher self. It's bigger than just the physical world. The land of the wicked the foundation of Lucifer's spirit. Love that. Walking zombie spell catchers. Instead of spell casters, it's spell catchers. Is that right?
Walking zombies and spell catchers, I pray for.
Yeah, so it's spell catchers instead of spell casters. I like that. I pray for forgiveness. Yeah, I think it's, making the parallel of that higher level of consciousness and understanding of the world, the universe, and a belief in something that's bigger than oneself. And also realizing the hypocrisy of the physical world, if you will, and saying the land of the wicked, the foundation of Lucifer's sphere, the way that people act and the acts of violence in the world, whether that be just connecting back to the police brutality or whether just talking about in general, the violence that occurs through human action. The underworld and the fourth dimension my family's in. So kind of like heaven and hell. The big money, the fast cars my life produce. I love this. The blocks I connect while rebuilding this Rubik's Cube. Bar. Just thinking about that is I feel like you can look at that a couple different ways. Is that supposed to be symbolic of his mind going into alignment because you align the colors? You can make a case for that being representative, like in the last song when we had red and blue and talking about that from Democrat, Republican, and also like gang colors and stuff like that. But the only reason I am hesitant to take it there is just because you're separating colors into, I may be taking that too literally. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be. I connect when I rebuild this Rubik's Cube. The goal is to align the colors, which would technically be separating it. Again, this may be one of those times where I'm taking things too literally. Okay, just maybe tell me your thoughts. So what you look up to, what is it that you not only look to, aspire to, but in a way, worship? What are you looking up towards? Are you looking up towards something bigger than yourself, a higher consciousness, religion or spirituality, whatever that looks like? Or is it fame and fortune, bitches and Porsches, sources with designer things, brand endorsements, joining forces with sorcerers signing me? Dang. And then kind of switching more into the same thing like Sean did. Law enforcement, their forces tortures us with violent speed. Damn. Fuck your boss's employment. My joy is all you bleed. Damn. 2 new Royces with choices of color my desire need. But then also kind of highlighting his own struggles, right? Which we see a lot in Damn, where he now talks about, he is talking about these societal issues, but then he also is talking about maybe his own temptations. Crab and oyster with gorgeous abortions. I require thee. Pearls? Who says that? Kendrick. Kendrick says that. Only Kendrick would say, oysters with gorgeous abortions, I require thee, instead of, that is, sometimes, listen, the amount of times my brain goes, Kendrick and Taylor, I understand why they have the respect they have for each other. Obviously, very different lives. Very different topics. There's no way to even compare that. But just the way their brain latches onto things and the way they describe things and flesh and poison, the point is the reason. You won't die in peace. Yeah. It feels like these are temptations for a reason, is what that feels like. You won't die in peace if you're only focused on these things, if this is the thing that you basically worship. Open door for my boy, now they eaten, we say finally. I love this. I destroy and divorce what you eating, don't you hire me. And then the divorce, going back to the wedding rings, and then also the eating, which he talked about the crabs and the oysters, and then don't you hire me after earlier saying the fuck your boss's employment. Just like those little connections. Tape recording my voices and tweaking it. Let's play hide and seek. What? Are we talking about someone did that to him? Or are we talking about the things that are done in music, distorting voices, auto-tune, that sort of thing? And then going into war distortion and forfeit this evening. You should try at least. I'm restoring the portrait of feasting. I'm a beast. that religious imagery too. I'm assuming that's like Last Supper. I don't like to sleep. I'm up like coyote. I might OD. And then OD connecting back to overly dedicated just feels connected. Even if it's not meant to be that, it just makes me think of that. Also, obviously, yes, coyotes are nocturnal, but it also does kind of make me think of the Wile E. Coyote. And that was in cartoons and cereal. Hair like ODB, I'm off a higher need. Khaled is valid. I've been looking for inspiration. But when you, the only king, you the only one in the Matrix. Also do kind of love that because the cover being Roan and then King Kunta, and obviously Matrix is something, you know, the different pills, the Matrix, all of that. He's used that throughout his discography as well.
But when you the only king, you the only one in the Matrix.
Oh, that was beautiful. Wow. That was just like so powerful. That was so good. I loved that. Okay, this one doesn't have a music video either. Okay, last one is Goosebumps, Travis Scott. Goosebumps makes me think of the Goosebumps books, and I loved those. Ooh, I also love this album cover. I love wings. One of my like best friends' coolest cosplay wings. Oh my god. And they're black. They're like, this is not, I'm not talking about ones that you've ever seen like displayed somewhere. No. These are like handmade. They sit on and they're individually, they're made to look like, they can go for a lot of cosplays, but I'm pretty sure they originally had them made to look like Hal's from Hal's Moving Castle. Oh my god, my friend has red ones too, but the black ones, oh my god. I've worn them a few times. They are the coolest because you can like move your shoulders and they will oh my god, they're crazy. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry, I just went on a tangent. That is literally not the point. Oh, this is, I get those goosebumps every time, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know I did that.
7:30 in the night. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah.
Okay. We're still gonna listen to this. How do I want to approach this? Okay. Well, first let's start here. Sorry. First let's start here. You guys know, if I don't read the lyrics, it'll take listening to a song, especially a rap song, I'm just gonna be honest, for a very long time for me to feel like I know the lyrics. Okay? If I don't read it doesn't stick well. There are songs I could have heard for years that it doesn't really register what it's saying sometimes, like unless I'm looking at the lyrics. Okay, I'm just being honest. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. So I know for a fact that I have never looked at the lyrics. I kind of forgot Kendrick was on this, to be honest. Okay. The second part of this is I don't know that I've ever heard this song while not inebriated. It's like in my head, I know because I have like some very specific memories because as soon as it started playing, I was like, oh, that night, that place, okay. Yeah. No, yeah. So I know I've heard this whole song. I've had to have, but I was not fully functioning with all cylinders. Okay. So the point is that this will not be a first reaction, but a first reaction with full faculties, paying attention, and reading the lyrics, which is a very different experience for me when I'm listening to music. Yes, it is the first for that. I do love this song though. Like the memories I have attached to it are like such chill, like vibey love. Okay. Yeah, I want to press that line. And he kind of has that higher pitch, right? That is Kendrick. It's like pitched up a little bit, maybe. I did forget he was on that. Okay, whatever. We're listening to this.
You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments. I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. 713 through the 281, yeah, I'm riding. Why they on me? Why they on me? I'm flying, sipping low key. I'm sipping low key in Onyx, find a rider. When I'm pulling up right beside you, pop star Lil Mariah. When I text kick game wireless, throw a stack on the Bible. Never Snapchat or took Molly. She fall through plenty, her and all her guineas. Yeah, we at the top floor, right there off Duini. Yeah, oh no, I can't fuck with y'all. Yeah, when I'm with my squad, I cannot do no wrong. Yeah, saucepan in the city, don't get misinformed. Yeah, they gon' pull up on you. Yeah, we gon' do some things you can't relate. Yeah, cause we from a place you cannot stay. Or you can't go, or I don't know. Or back the fuck up off me.
I'm like reading these lines. I'm like, I had no idea what we were talking. In my head, I get those goosebumps every time. Yeah, like that's like I could sing parts of it, but the lines never registered. It's baffling. Okay, this is why I have to listen to music for the first time. I need the lyrics. At least I need to look at the lyrics at least once. Okay. Because I'm like reading these, I'm like saying the lines and I'm like, I never like registered that it said I need the Heimlich. I said the words. It never registered. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just literally ignore me. Okay, just ignore me. It's not even. I do remember it saying 713 because my favorite number is 13, but it's followed like 7 is my other one. So 713, I loved that. Okay, anyways, not the point. Again, I registered, I get those goosebumps every time, but why are we getting goosebumps? I never really fully registered that when you come around, because you ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments. I'm way too numb. It's way too dumb. Never registered that that's what we're talking about. Like this other person makes you feel that way. Anyways, I've always loved that pop star Lil Mariah. I never realized that it said throw a stack on the Bible. Never Snapchat or took Molly. I still can't believe it says I need the Heimlich. And I mean, I've sang that many times before. Never registered. We'll always love the, oh no, I can't fuck with y'all. I just love that part. Yeah, when I'm with my squad, I can do no wrong. I love the don't get misinformation. And then obviously the little sound I hyperfixate on, the...
Yeah, they gon' pull up on you.
I love it. Some things you can't relate because we from a place you cannot stay. Okay. I'm like sitting here baffled that I didn't realize that there was some of those lines that like I could probably sing but never registered. Anyways, we're doing great.
Every time.
I wanna press my line, yeah. I wanna press my... I wanna green like I wanna be like I wanna press my line, yeah. I wanna take that ride, yeah. I'm gonna press my line. I wanna green like I wanna be like I wanna press my mama dear, spare your feelings. I'm reliving moments, feeling more residual. I can buy the building, burn the building, take your bitch, rebuild the building just to fuck some more. I can justify my love for you and touch the sky, forgot to stop debating war. Put the pussy on the pedestal, put the pussy on the high horse. That pussy to die for, that pussy to die for. He the piper, pick the peppers, I can pick your brain and put your heart together. We depart the shady parts apart.
I'm sorry to stop in the middle of the verse, but I forgot about that part. I remember that pitched up part. It's like I can remember bits and pieces. Yeah. I'm sorry I stopped in the middle of the verse. As soon as it started playing, I was like, but here, like even this, like I didn't even realize that it was like, I want to press my like, yeah, I want to press my, I want a green light. I want to be like, I want to press my line, but then it's, I want to take that ride. And then it's, I'm gonna press my line. I didn't even realize there was that lyric change. And that, mama dear, spare your feelings. I'm reliving moments, peeling more residual. Also, I thought it was feeling more residual. I did not even realize that it was peeling more residual. I always sang it as feeling. I thought it was feeling more residual. See, this is why we have to look at lyrics, okay? I can buy the building, burn the building, take your bitch, rebuild the building just to fuck some more. I can justify my love for you and touch the sky for God to stop debating war. I love how it's everything before that, and then you get a line like, I can buy the building, burn the building, take your bitch, rebuild the building just to fuck some more. But then I can justify my love for you and touch the sky for God to stop debating war. Just like throw that in there. Only Kendrick, I swear to God. Only Kendrick. That being what transitions into the put the pussy on the pedestal, put the pussy on the high horse. Like, the way he says that too is so earwormy. Okay, I'll let the rest of it play. The rest of the verse play. I'm sorry. He's like, let me just throw in this random, like, I don't even know how you would classify that line. Like, it's just, like, there's just like this, like, really, like, poetic way of being like, and then put the pussy on the pedestal. Like, I don't know.
Rebuild the building just to fuck some more. I can justify my love for you and touch the sky, forgot to stop debating war. Put the pussy on the pedestal, put the pussy on the high horse. That pussy to die for, that pussy to die for. He the piper, pick the peppers, I can pick your brain and put your heart together. We depart the shady parts and party hard, the diamond yours the cool forever. My best shot just might shoot forever like.
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah.
Okay, I'll let the rest play after this. I forgot about the Peter Piper picked a pepper. So I could pick your brain and put your heart together. It's just those random like lines that you're like, where the fuck did that come from? Don't mind me and my Capri Sun. I'm just here. What do you mean? I just love so I could pick your brain and put your heart together. We depart the shady parts and party hard. We depart like the negativity, the bad aspects, whatever, like we move forward kind of thing. And party hard, the diamond's yours, the coupe forever. My best shot just might shoot forever. It's like, it's like, just like in this random, I don't know, I just feel like beautiful, like, poetic moments in the middle of this. Like, you've got Peter Piper picked a pepper, but then it's like, so I could pick your brain and put your heart together. Like, juxtaposition of that. And then saying like, the diamond's yours, the coupe's forever. Like, my best shot might just shoot forever. Like, we might just be forever. Like, my best shot that I ever do is getting to be with you. What? Okay, I'm done. I never really like fully fathomed clearly.
Best shots might shoot forever like.
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time.
I'm stopping it because we're literally about to listen to this again because I forgot about the music video. Probably could have watched that while we looked at lyrics, but I just wasn't thinking about it. First of all, that was way too loud on my side. Damn. I'm already obsessed. I'm sorry. You got skeletons, you got like explosions, you got clocks, vampiric imagery happening in the background. Go off.
Yeah. $7:30 in the night. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. 713 through the 281, yeah, I'm riding. Why they on me? Why they on me? I'm flying, sipping low key. I'm sipping low key in Onyx, find a rider. When I'm pulling up right beside you, pop star.
Okay, but the colors in this are so cool. Like, it's so trippy, and I just really like the colors.
Pulling up right beside you, pop star Lil Mariah. When I text kick game wireless, throw a stack on the Bible. Never Snapchat or took Molly. She fall through plenty, her and all her guineas. Yeah, we at the top floor, right there off Duini. Yeah, oh no, I can't fuck with y'all. Yeah, when I'm with my squad, I cannot do no wrong. Yeah, saucepan in the city, don't get misinformed. Yeah, they gon' pull up on you. Yeah, we gon' do some things you can't relate. Yeah, cause we from a place you cannot stay. Or you can't go, or I don't know. Or back the fuck up off me. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb.
Also, I just gotta be honest. It's really giving Death Eater. I had to say it. I'm sorry. The mask. You can't put those masks and expect me to not make the connection, okay? Like, I don't know what you want from me. I'm a millennial. I'm a cusp. Millennial Gen Z. I'm like in that era. But I'm still a Harry Potter lover, okay? I mean, not, definitely one of those we're separating the artist moments, But, okay, I'm gonna shut up.
It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time.
I wanna press my line, yeah. I wanna press my. I wanna green like I wanna be like I wanna press my line, yeah. I wanna take that ride, yeah. I'm gonna press my line. I wanna green like I wanna be like I wanna press my. Mama dear, spare your feelings. I'm reliving moments, feeling more residual. I can buy the building, burn the building, take your bitch, rebuild the building just to fuck some more. I can justify my love for you and touch the sky, forgot to stop the bidding war. Put the pussy on the pedestal, put the pussy on the high horse. That pussy to die for, that pussy to die for. Peter Piper, pick the peppers. I can pick your brain and put your heart together. We depart the shady parts and party hard. The diamond shows the coup forever. My best shot just might shoot forever like.
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah, when you not.
What? What?
I get those.
It
The woman was too stunned to speak.
that's meant to be a Dark Mark reference, right? Or am I just like in the? It looks like it. No, wait, really? Hold on. Hold on. I need 4K for this. Oh, and of course you don't have that. Okay, like at least give me enhanced.
The Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those.
Am I crazy? This is a thing, right? Listen. I love comment sections. Okay? Sometimes I just scroll comment sections. This song makes me want to read the terms and conditions. Why does that make so much sense? What do you only have one? Yeah, Jules, what kind of effects do you want this thing? Everything. You know, when you stand up too fast, say no more. Stop. Are you drugs? Yes. Oh. You ever see a window and see my... I fucking love comment sections. No, why is this so true though? No. Oh my God, I agree with this. I get those goosebumps every time, like R.L. Stine. Yeah. No, I love you. No, I love you. That's an iconic comment. I agree. Okay, but really, like, I'm with you guys on this, but like, can someone talk to me about like, is that a dark mark? Okay, well, I'm finding nothing, so I guess I'll just sit here and hope. I mean, it had all the snake image. Like, I already said the Death Eater. Like, am I crazy?
Throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah, when you're not around, when you throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time.
I mean, I get the like religious imagery too of like a fallen angel and stuff, but like that's a very specific placement. Oh, that's sick. That's a cool ass image at the end. Listen, the whole dark mark thing's really gonna bother me. Okay, can someone tell me I'm not crazy? I will say I do love the vampire imagery too, because just that idea of like, because I mean, like when you think about the lyrics, it does give you the impression in some ways it seems like he really wants her and he has like physical effects when she's like near or gone, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, is that good or not, right? The other things that he says about it, there's almost like an addictive nature in the way that it almost sounds like these effects of like getting high and never did Molly and stuff, but then like there's these lines in it and the atmosphere the music production has does kind of feel like you're in a trance in a way, you know? And when you think about that in relation to a person, to have it kind of look so you're in a daze, you're high, you're on a trip, you know, kind of the chaotic nature happening. To have this woman have the blood, it's very vampiric in nature. One has to wonder, like, is she sucking the life out of, like, is this relationship super harmful for him? So I think it was a really interesting choice to display her as that be like an aspect of the fallen angel, you know, into the underworld, and to then be on a throne where it's almost like a Lucifer falling type of situation is, I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, like it has a lot of effects and it's kind of wild and all that stuff, but when you really think about it, it does say a lot with the visuals about the type of person this is about. Sorry, I got a message about storm stuff. So anyways, all of that to be said, I thought that was really good. I am still very much bothered by this whole thing. So can someone make me feel better? I would love to know. Is he a fan of Harry Potter? Like, is it just because I made that connection with the masks that I just see something happening there and I'm like, Harry Potter? Or is that like, actually, okay, I'm gonna let this go. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Final thoughts. I loved all of those. I get so excited when we still get to pick up Kendrick along the way from the missed content that we still have. That's just always fun for me. So I just love getting to kind of return back to that. We had, you know, kind of a bit of a range in this video, which was cool. A lot of powerful themes and messages and stuff like that. And then with this one being at the end and being something I've heard before, but it being something that I hadn't really fully taken in. It's like you heard it, but you weren't listening in the same way. It's not a first reaction, but it feels kind of like a first reaction in a way for me, because I'm like, oh, yeah, I just, ooh, you know. Come here. No. You don't need to go outside. We're about to have bad storms. I actually need to finish filming because I need to move plants inside and batten down the hatches, if you will. But I'm sure I missed plenty of things. So as always, let me know, what did I get right? What did I get wrong? What did I miss? And I will see you in the next one. Bye.